Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are going to take a quick look at the Storm Collectibles Tekken 7 Heihachi figure. This is the white alternate version, the white gi with the darker wristbands. Otherwise, it's the same figure. That's why it's going to be a quick look. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand so we can take a closer look. For those of you that aren't familiar, this guy stands just about 7 and 3/8 inches to the top of his head. If you count the hair, closer to 7 3/4. That's going to make him just about 18.5 centimeters, and then about 19.5 if you count his hair. And like I said, it's the exact same figure as before, other than the recoloring. Now, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's different is the gi, the belt, and the wristbands. The skin tone is the same. I mean, with the exception of maybe some production variants, it's the same as far as I can tell. So there's really nothing else to note about that, any differences. The white here is kind of like an off-white with white dry brushing on top to create kind of like a weathered look, and it's pretty good. It's pretty nice looking in most spots. The belt is your standard dark gray / black with a little bit of gray or white dry brushing, and you can still see the kanji right there on the belt, so that's nice. The wrist wraps now are kind of like a really dark gray, almost like a slate, though maybe a hint of blue in it, but maybe not. Depends on the lighting, with a little bit of dry brushing on top of that, so that's fine. And like I said, the skin is the same as before. Mine does seem to have a little bit of... Oh, it wiped off. Okay, we don't have any white paint on the chest. That's good. His chest is still painted for the scar in there, so that's nice. And then the face paint is still fantastic. Looks really, really good. And then, of course, we do still have the tiger. That all looks the same as before. Very nice. Okay, so I'll run the articulation pretty quickly here just because we've already done it, and there will be a link to the other Heihachi review up there if I remember to put it. But it's basically the same. There are a couple things that are a little bit better and a couple things that are a little bit worse. If you remember, we had a lot of really tight joints on this guy, and now we don't seem to have those as much. The shoulders move a lot better. They're still a little stiff and squeaky in some positions, but overall the ball peg that connects the shoulder to the body is very nice. The head, of course, is still fine. The hinging for the shoulders works no problem. Bicep swivel's fine. Double jointed elbow, wrist ball peg / ball hinge combo still fine. So that's all good. So far it's an improvement. The shoulders work a little bit better. The upper torso joint, it's still really stiff. It works, but it's still really stiff. So we have a double ball peg in there, and then we have another single ball peg where the lower torso comes down to the crotch. That still won't move. It is still incredibly stiff. I can lean it a little bit because that's less likely to break, but when I twist it, it's fighting me the whole way, so I still can't move that. So I'm going to need to get some shock oil or something like that to try to loosen that up. The gi, of course, still can come off. The legs are on these new Storm Collectibles joints. His are pretty loose. They're not entirely floppy, but they are pretty close to floppy, and in some positions they don't quite catch. So be aware. At least on mine, this one, and it could just be completely variance throughout the normal colors and this one, and this one just happens to be looser than my other one, but his lips are a little... Wow. His hips are a little bit loose going side to side. Front and back, not quite as bad, but still pretty loose. So be aware. He does have really nice range, but be aware that they are potentially loose. Thigh swivel's fine. Double jointed knee. I wouldn't mind it being a little stiffer, but it's not loose, so that's pretty good actually. That's okay. And then for the ankles, of course, you do have the shin swivel in there, which is a little stiff, but it's there. The ankles go all the way back. Now this foot feels a little bit loose too. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good thing. Maybe it's universal. I don't know. I can't say. If you guys got this color version, let me know. But the functionality is fine, except you can't bring the foot very far forward, which is a bummer. But you do get a toe hinge, which works nicely. So I'm going to say, just like last time, it's definitely one of their better releases, with the issue of the loose joints notwithstanding. It depends on if you got one that's loose or if you got one that isn't. But definitely one of the better looking figures. Really, really accurate, really posable. Just a really nice finish overall. And he has the exact same accessories, so I don't need to go over all of those again. But if you're not sure, he does come with, well, you can't really see it there. He has the whirlwind, the lightning, and then a bunch of different hands, two bonus faces, so 3 total faces. And again, you can check the other review for all that kind of stuff. It's all the exact same, so he does come with all that. So yeah, if you like the white version of Heihachi, then you should probably pick this up and just hope yours isn't loose like mine. It's not like detrimentally loose. He's not going to have any trouble being posed probably. He should be okay. Should be fine. But like the legs aren't going to split out from under him, it doesn't feel like, but we'll see, I guess. You never know. Once they're kind of loose, they tend to go loose fast. So I guess we'll have to see how that is, but I don't play with them too much, so it'll probably stay about the way it is. Okay, that's enough rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. Almost. We're going to try to get back to that. We'll see. There hasn't been a whole lot being released lately, and I've been super busy working on the line that I'm working on, so you know, I'll try to get back to doing them every day. We'll have it for at least about a week. But anyway, we talk about all kinds of stuff. We play video games. We do sculpting. We review action figures, movies, TV shows, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.